Hi, this is for CEPEM. We are on the first program of the year 2020. I'm Álvaro and I'm with Sara.
Hi, it's me. Today we are going to be talking with mostly all our class. You can say hi to Sofia. Hello. Blanca. Hi. Lucia. Maria.
Hi.
Anna. Hello. Katson.
Hi.
Nadia.
Hi.
Carmen. Hi. Matthew.
Hi.
Nerea.
Hi.
Marina. Hi. Miñana.
Hi.
And Elena.
Hi.
So this is us, and now we're.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes.
Can you explain why, when you called Maria Lucia, why that is
Okay.
funny?
Sorry guys, it's just I messed up because we have Maria has a sibling, a twin, sorry, and they are very alike, so I don't really distinguish them. So sorry. This is us, and now we're going to start talking about presents because it has been Christmas, and what else more to talk about? So, Blanca, how were your Christmas presents?
Very good. I got a new mobile phone and clothes. And you, Nadia? I got clothes, books, that's all.
Nadia, what kind of books did you get?
One's called Love You, Miss You, Need You. That.
And what's it about? Do you know? Have you started it already?
This is about a couple that have problems. And you, Anna?
Very amazing. It was a very special day because I have been with my family and I got many presents and that's all. And you, Yaita?
I got a mirror, a lot of money, and clothes. And you, Maria?
I got clothes and books also. And what about your day, Carmen?
I got money so that, well, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, to be honest, because I don't know if I want to save it up or I don't know what I want to do. What about you, Alvaro?
It was very nice. Mostly all of my presents were clothes, and that's all. And how about you, Ruben?
My presents, you mean?
Yes.
They were all right. Because my birthday is only 3 weeks before Christmas. I normally don't get very excited about Christmas because by Christmas I mean both Santa and the Three Wise Kings, which we celebrate in Spain only, I think. Which is when we get the most presents, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, normally by the time the Three Wise Kings come to my house, as it were, I've already got everything that I wanted for the rest of the year. So, but I did get some nice things. I got this shirt that I'm wearing. I got sports clothes that I need, and I got a trip to London.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guys, now that we know more or less what you have got for this Christmas, what do you think about consumerism? I mean, it's very nice to all have presents and what we want, but don't you think, Alvaro, that we sometimes get more than we need?
I think you mean
Yeah.
consumerism. Sarah.
Consumerism, sorry.
Mhm.
Yes, I think you are right because, for example, I had 4 clothes that were more or less equal but with different colors, and I don't need 4 different things that are equal.
Okay, thank you. And now, for people who got clothes like Nadia, what do you think about consumerism? Do you need all those clothes or you just do care?
Yes, because the old clothes, they are breaks or are no me or they are small for me, and that's it.
Okay, that's
You
And how about you, Marina?
Can you repeat?
What do you think about consumerism?
I think that a lot of people buy things that they don't need only for buy something.
Okay.
I think I'd like to say something. Isn't it fair to say that from 5 presents onwards, it's difficult to remember how many different presents you've got. When
Yes.
people ask you, what have you got for Christmas? You have to make a mental effort. And that
Yes.
goes to say a lot, I think, about how much we value what we have or what we've got. Don't you think so? Don't you agree?
Yes, it's true, because when you need something and you have it, you
Yeah.
remember it a very long time.
When you've been wanting something for a long time and you finally have it, in fact, it's difficult it's more difficult to remember daily things than it is to remember that, because your head is constantly going back to, oh, I've got that bicycle that I wanted so much, so badly, or I don't know, I've got that laptop that I really wanted. I'm thrilled with my new iPhone, right? When you've been wanting something for a long time, it's nothing to say to do, I think, with how expensive it is. I think it's more to do with how much you've been wanting it,
Yeah.
how long you've been wanting it, and how much you wanted it. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I get your point. For example, my mom gave me like some facial care mascara and everything, and like I like them, but I really appreciate more the fact that she also gave me a book about all my life until now.
Really?
Yeah, like with
That's very
presents
nice.
and writing down all the events and everything.
But did she combine it herself all this time?
Yeah.
Really?
And she like wrote it, and it's just like until I became 8 years old, and then next Christmas she will give me the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that because I think it's better than buying a lot of things that I really don't need or don't want.
She's going to give you a little bit each year.
Yeah, about my history and everything.
That's wonderful.
That's really nice. And do you sometimes feel like it's a question of quantity? Many times, if someone got only one present for Christmas and they told us, I got what did you get for Christmas, Anna? And Anna went, oh, I got this new coat. And we said, oh, great. What else did you get? And she said, oh, no, that's it. That's what I got for Christmas. Wouldn't we be like instantly sorry for her? Wouldn't we be like, oh, I'm sorry? Why should we be sorry? You know what I mean? She remembers her single present, which she is going to value a lot, because do you see my point?
Yes.
And yet we are bound, let's say, to feel sorry for her because she didn't get more things. What do you think, Sophie?
That I'm agree because we buy sometimes things that we don't need and we don't.
We don't appreciate
Yes.
them, or is that what you
Yes.
you say you're angry at the
No.
Oh, you
Agree.
agree. Oh, sorry, you agree. Sorry. All right.
So, thank you all for this nice conversation, and now we're going to have some ads.
Are you struggling to pass that stupid subject? Do you need some help with the next exam?
We have the best cheat notes of Functionaro. We cover everything from S exams to bachelor exams.
Buy 2 and receive a free German cheat note. Brutal cheat notes. Simply brutal.
Es la leche. Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching The Kissing Booth? Do you want a Marco Diaz or Adriana Agresti in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Noah Flynn. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Okay, guys, we are back, and now we really wanted to talk about something that is being a little bit controversial on the social medias, and it is the Third World War. What do you think about this? Please comment us.
Is there a third world war Maybe. Is it here?
I mean,
Can you explain? Because I think some people
Okay.
might be scared. What about the Third World War?
For example, in Instagram or any social media that you can get to, it's been viral memes about the Third World War. And why? Because, well, I don't really know how to explain it because I haven't got much information, but I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let Miñana talk about this issue.
Donald Trump, what he did was kill the boss.
Did Donald Trump kill him himself?
No,
Oh,
he sent a
I
group
don't know.
of people, and they killed the boss of the Iraq terrorist thing, and now Iran. Oh yes, and now they said they want revenge.
what do you think they'll do
I don't
in
know.
revenge?
Maybe do the same that Donald Trump has done, but it's much more difficult because the U.S. Army it's better than their army.
Well, as an American, I'm happy to be in a neutral place. Did any of you guys see any memes online that you found funny related to this topic?
Yes.
Could you tell us some?
I've seen like TikToks of people in the saying the World War III and then doing things and then boom, they die.
And Katson, for example, have you had any notice about this?
Well, I did see that Trump put a bounty. No, they put a bounty on Trump's head, and they were giving 80 million for it. But I think that's kind of cheap to kill the president of the United States, especially considering Iran has a way smaller army than the U.S. does. So I don't think this is going anywhere.
And also, for example, Anna, what do you think about this? Because if the war is between America and Iran, why people is calling it Third World War?
Sorry, I don't have notice about this.
Okay. So,
No, but it affects other countries as well because every country has an army and they would help United States,
but why?
Because the OTAN.
because they are.
Political interests, I guess.
Mm.
This happened before, that's true.
I also thought about like Iran and America are really separated from each other. So also like planes going from one side to the other one can mess up everyone. So I also thought about that.
Yes.
And people could get tense.
No, but that's why the countries that are more near, they get to attack.
Okay, I see your point. Well, I hope this doesn't happen and the war doesn't begin. So let's talk about costumes. I mean,
You mean
In-
customs, I think.
yes,
As in
customs.
traditions.
Yes, traditions,
Not
sorry.
costumes for
Yeah.
guys.
No, yeah. So in Spain, it's typical to celebrate Christmas like the presents for the 24th, like when Jesus, yeah, when Jesus birth, but also the 5th or the 4th when the three holy kings give presents.
Fourth, no.
The three.
The night of the
The
5th to the 6th.
Yeah.
But nice effort.
Are you sure you are Spanish?
Okay, so in my family at least we do it like this. So what about your family, Blanca? How do you celebrate Christmas?
On that days that you say, we have all my family dinner, and I don't know, and we talk about the Christmas and you, Maria?
We joined all the family together and we gave the presents to my cousins and my aunts, and we also did a secret Santa and we received lots of presents. And what about you, Paula?
We join all the family, and that's all.
Okay, that's nice. What more about you, Matthew?
Me, well, I stayed with my family and that's all. I eat many sugar and that's all.
People who've been living in another country, Carmen for instance, do you find a lot of differences between the way we celebrate Christmas here and the way we celebrated Christmas in Australia? Or
Yeah, well, first of all, like in Australia, they don't have the three wise men, they don't celebrate that day. And also, when Santa comes, it's on the 25th. Like, usually in Spain, many families celebrate Christmas on the 24th, on the night of the 24th. And in Australia, they celebrate it in the morning. And also, like, in Australia, they don't really believe in Santa Claus. Like, since they're little, they all buy each other presents. Like, the whole family gathers in the morning and they all buy each other presents. And then maybe there's like 2 presents from Santa, but they all know, they all kind of know like
where they
they
come
have,
from.
yeah, where they come from. So yeah.
That's very interesting, actually. But where do you think Christmas comes from? And I don't mean the way you put it. I think it was the 25th of December. We celebrate Christmas because it's the birth of Jesus, the anniversary of the birth of Jesus, etc. Where do you think the actual way we celebrate Christmas now comes from? Buying presents thing. In Spain, we have both the 3 wise men and Santa. Some people celebrate Santa. Why do we do the grape thing on the 31st of December?
The what?
The grapes. Why do we eat 12 grapes?
Because it's tradition.
Yes, but where do they come from? Where do you think those things come from? Do you think the rest of the world does the same thing?
No.
Why don't they?
It's a Spanish tradition.
It's a Spanish tradition. Do we like it? Do we not?
I like it.
It's a little bit crazy
Crazy? Why?
because with 12 grapes
Mm-hmm.
and there's many deaths when we do that tradition.
Really? People
Yes.
die?
Yes.
Oh, because they choke to death.
Yes,
That's it.
it's like a thing that we don't understand, but we continue doing.
For me, as someone who's not from the Mediterranean area, it's very interesting to see the difference in how you guys eat normally compared to my culture, for example, where we scarf everything down as fast as we can with big plates. Everything all together on the plate at once. We don't use 3 or 4 plates. Right, we put everything on one and we eat it super quick. You guys eat much slower, calmer, but then you guys have a tradition at the same time, at the very beginning of the year, to eat 12 grapes as fast as you can. So to me it seems like a strange contrast, what you guys, to a normal tradition for you guys.
That's true. I've never seen it that way. It's true. We compared to the rest of the world, we like to take our time when we eat. We, as in Spain in general,
Yeah.
we sit down for lunch, which is something people don't do in the rest of the world, and yet we rush those 12 grapes down our throats at the end of the year.
So, thank you everyone for listening to this second part. We are going to have some ads and then we will be back. Bye.
Bored at home during weekends? Don't have any plans on June the 16th? Come to school that day and have fun with many super exciting activities at Open House. Remember, June the 16th in El Valle School. See you at the open house.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching Monsters Inc? Do you want an Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Kate Beckett. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Okay, so we are back from the ads and we are going to have a debate about kids basically. Should we tell them that the three wish men and Santa Claus is not really real?
Don't make noises like that.
Okay, so Miñana, what do you think about this?
Can you repeat?
Okay, should kids know that the three wish men are real or not?
Yes, but when they grow up.
Why?
Because we, in our childhood, it's fun to believe that. And, you know, and when you grow up, then you just tell them and that's it.
I have to disagree with that. Don't you think it's... I don't know if the word is ridiculous, but don't you think it's a little strange, funny, weird that your parents sell you an idea of how the world is made, how the world works for a number of years, let's say until you're 8, because as they say, many adults say that, because they want their children to believe that there's magic, and then suddenly when you're old enough that they consider you no longer qualify for a person who can believe in magic, they say, okay, now you're old enough, I'm sorry, the world works like that, and there's no magic. Don't you think it's a little rough?
No.
That they throw you in the world like that and say, now
No.
no one shares that?
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. I don't know. I was really angry when I found out. I couldn't believe it, but I think parents do it because, like, they were excited in their childhood, and they want their kids to feel the same, and that's why they want to leave it like that.
So what you're saying, and it's very interesting that you put it that way because it's what I was going to say, is that we adults do it more for ourselves than we do it for the children. Are we really thinking about children, our children, when we continue, let's say, the magic, as it were, that you're saying? You're nodding with your head. You agree with this, Anna?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I think that the special thing of Christmas is like the three gods, I don't know.
Three wise men.
Yes, and Santa Claus coming, and it's like the nucleus of the Christmas, I think. So I don't agree to tell the kids who really they are. So.
Okay. Right.
About what were you saying, Anna, that it is the nucleus? I disagree with that because Spanish Christmas are based on the Christian religion that just celebrate the coming of Jesus. So I don't think that your point is actually right.
But I think that Christmas is based on religion is only, I think, in Spain. So in other countries, like in Carmen country,
The country called.
it's not it's not like based on religion, and it's based on giving presents or staying with the family and things like that. So
okay, I see your point.
So we're done. Thank you for us. Thank you for listening. We will see you on the next program.
Bye.
Bye.